and spiritually weak. So next, I tell the story of me. Long ago, when God first got a hold of me in April 1994, I was so sad, I was so upset, I was so frustrated with myself. And God said, okay, so you hurt yourself because you were trying to give pleasure in a stupid way to many, many people. Did you ever kill anybody that was going out and teaching about Jesus? And I was like, no. He was like, Paul was killing people. You were doing what feels natural, especially when you feel sad, abandoned, rejected from family, not nurtured, not cared for. He tried to comfort me by saying, look at the difference in the sins. Both of them would have been stoned to death, put to sleep in the former covenant. Many situations. But it also says, because there's so much sexual power in us, each one should have their own to go to when they need comfort and enjoyment. 1 Corinthians 7, verse 1 and 2. Because there's so much potential for sex trouble, each one should have their own to enjoy for those times when they feel hungry for pleasure, comfort, the amazing, fine, sweet experience. So he basically said, the negativity that you were engaged in was very self-destructive. And no, you didn't have any children. But you weren't killing people. And now it's a very different world. I invite you to talk with me, come where I am, sit down, and plan non-stop communion group. It is a beneficial thing to put aside what you're holding on to in order to step up to a much better family, social, spiritual atmosphere. And I am alone. My friend Lamont is very close. But right now, as a single solo person, I say, who will stand with me and build the home communion group of a cluster of 2 or 3 family men with many single people? When Jesus says, when 2 or 3 of you are gathered together, I am there in your midst, he's talking in Jew terms. 2 or 3 men equal 1 man, a couple elders, probably a couple women, many children, and even employees, because his business is blessed. 2 or 3 men equals a lot of people. And you might say that I'm twisting scripture, but I've sat in the atmosphere and the culture of Second Temple Judaism, and I realize it's a very different world than the world that we're in. Women are not second-class citizens, but men are held totally responsible for setting the spiritual tone of the family. And I'm sitting here looking at these prideful, overlording men who actually don't really care. They just want to run their own little tap dance and expect their women to run around and catch up. Expect their children to be slaves and servants. And sometimes they put them in slavery to the things of the world. It's been a painful tour of the church mess in America. And Father did say to me, 2018, no more standard church, no more standard convocations except for special examples, special moments when I need you to go in or go in with somebody. Now it's time to describe and begin forming true ecclesia, true communion group. Who's in? Are you in? Come on, let's go. Next will be my testimony.